Many of Christianity's most holy and powerful places lie in plain sight, above ground, able to be seen, felt, and explored, but not all of them. In the northwest of Israel sits the ancient port city of Akur. Dating back to the Bronze Age, it's known as the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world, and it's a city with secrets.
From the Egyptians and the Phoenicians to the Ottomans and the Israelis, Akur has been ruled by many of the greatest empires. It's chock full of celebrated religious sites. And in a place with this much history, the cool thing is that there are still many new discoveries being made each year.
Including one sacred site that's found completely by accident.
In 1994, a resident of Akur's old city discovers that one of the drains beneath his house is all blocked up. This regular, run-of-the-mill plumber shows up to check the drain and makes one of the most shocking archaeological discoveries in recent history. Right beneath the resident's house, the plumber finds a medieval stone tunnel filled with seawater.
An archaeological team is called in, and they determined that not only does the tunnel date all the way back to the 12th century, but it's been built by a group of the most famous residents of the city, the Knights Templar.
The famed military order is created by the Roman Catholic Church in the 12th century.
The Templars are founded on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, and they are a highly skilled group of fighters. They travel far and wide across Europe and the Middle East. They also help to protect pilgrims who are traveling to and from Jerusalem.
Due to pirate and marauder attacks from Muslim raiders, traveling is especially dangerous for people of means and wealth. So the Knights Templar also rent their ships out for hire to help rich people get around.
But the Templars guard more than just people.
They transport valuables and important goods like wine and horses or large sums of money. They even broker trade deals on behalf of sovereigns, foreign merchants, and pilgrims.
The interesting thing about this is that despite handling vast amounts of wealth for other people, the Knights Templar are technically a monastic group, so they've sworn an oath of poverty.
But the oath of poverty doesn't stop them from accepting tips. Over the years, the group collects a vast amount of money given to them by charitable Christians grateful for their protection. The Templars are headquartered in Akur for nearly 100 years, and some historians have suggested that they brought a large amount of riches through this tunnel to a rumored treasured tower within a large fortress.
But after an extensive search, archaeologists come up empty. A conflict in 1291 could explain why.
The Mamluks, a Muslim sultanate that rules Egypt and the surrounding area, calls upon members of their empire across the Middle East to help them battle the Christian crusaders.
Men come all the way from Egypt, from Syria and Lebanon to amass an army of nearly 100,000 volunteer fighters. It's the largest collection of soldiers they have had in their 200-year existence.
The Mamluk army attacks the city of Akur. Their goal is to destroy the city walls, the Templar fortress, and anything else they can so that the city could never be used by Christians again. This isn't just the last stand of Akur, it's the last stand of all the Crusader states.
Most of the city is captured by the Mamluks in a matter of hours, but the Templar fortress holds out for 10 more days. It's finally taken on May 28th, 1291, and the Mamluks use explosives to destroy one of the towers. This is pretty much the end of the Crusades and a stunning defeat for the Knights Templar.
In the aftermath of the battle, which is written about quite extensively, no mention is made of a large treasure hoard being captured.
This leads many to believe it's lost somewhere in the bowels of the fortress.
In 1840, the remains of the former Templar complex is used for ammunition storage. During a battle with the British Army, the fortress is hit by enemy fire and it explodes. it's pretty much in ruins for decades after that.
In 1912, a modern lighthouse is built on the western edge, and people continue to visit the ruins of the once magnificent Templar stronghold. But in the aftermath of all that destruction and occupation, there's just no way to properly explore the site and to see what's down there.
Until the tunnel is rediscovered in 1994.
After its initial discovery by the Plumber, the Akur development company, in collaboration with Israel's Antiquities Authority, spends several years exploring the tunnel and fixing it up as a tourist attraction. The entire tunnel is finally open to the public in 2007.
They don't find any treasure while they're doing this work, but they do open up a new avenue for exploration. Once the tunnels are fixed up, it allows better access to anything that might be hidden even further beneath them, including, perhaps, the Knights Templar treasure.
In 2019, an American archaeologist uses state-of-the-art technology to scan the area underneath.
During the filming of a documentary, in an effort to discover anything that remains of the Knights Templar era, archaeologist Albert Lynn uses LiDAR technology to scan the tunnel from above.
The LiDAR reveals a few new things that have never been seen before. There's an additional sprawling network of tunnels, as well as what appears to be a guardhouse buried underneath the city. It doesn't specifically reveal the location of any gold, but these new tunnels and chamber are still a promising find. They haven't been excavated yet, but who knows what might be in there.
There could be another reason the treasure hasn't been found yet.
So look, they had this tunnel, right? And if it brought the treasure into Akur, could it have also taken the treasure out? It's definitely possible. In advance of the Mamluk attack in 1291, the Templars have time to prepare. Before storming the city, the Mamluks hold it under siege for about 5 weeks. Plus, even after the attack begins, the Templars have that 10-day period where they're holding out inside the fortress. That's plenty of time to pack up and escape through their secret tunnel with their treasure.
We know for sure that some Templars escaped in this way. We have an account of one of the battle's survivors, a knight named Thibault Gaudin, who's able to sneak away to Lebanon. And he's not the only one. There are stories of Templar survivors all across Europe.
If the treasure is, in fact, carried out of Akur, the possibilities for its whereabouts are endless.
The tunnel leads to the Mediterranean Sea. Now, you load treasure onto a ship, and you could take it anywhere.
There are all kinds of rumors as to where the Templar treasure ends up. The north of Scotland, or Portugal, or Italy, even as far away as Oak Island in Nova Scotia.
The reach of the Knights Templar was vast. They had over 100 castles and fortresses across nearly 20 countries. Many feature underground vaults, chambers, and tunnels, just like the one in Akur.
And not all of them have been fully explored.
Remember, this tunnel wasn't even found until 1994. As recently as 2023, researcher Edward Spencer Dias finds an 800-year-old Templar cemetery all the way up in Enville, England.
It just goes to show that when it comes to the underground secrets of the Knights Templar treasure, we've barely scratched the surface.